All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Fear the Walking Dead video for the second last episode of the first half of Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. This is for episode 7 now. Going to be doing our predictions, what we think is going to happen. This episode is called The Wrong Side of Where You Are Now. And spoiler warning, if you are not caught up for Fear the Walking Dead, which is up to Season 4, Episode 6 now. So going into Episode 7, yeah, the episode is called The Wrong Side of Where You Are Now, but it really looks like, if you watch the promo, which is an AMC's channel, I'll have the link in the description as well as the sneak peek, that the Vultures are going to attack, it looks like. Or it looks like we're finally going to get to see kind of the fall of the stadium and, how that whole thing is going to go down. So we'll do another video this week where we give our thoughts in particular on how we think the stadium is going to fall, how the Vultures are going to attack, how this whole thing is going to go, and with how Fear the Walking Dead has been going recently, it's probably going to be totally wrong because Fear the Walking Dead has been doing a lot of things that you would not expect. When you expect, them to go a certain way, they're kind of going the opposite way, and they're really doing a good job of keeping us on our toes and not letting us know, not giving us any indication of which way they're going with this, answering some questions and then bringing up other questions. And man, it's been a really incredible first half of Season 4. I just totally different from what a lot of us were expecting to see, and really going against the grain for what you would expect going forward through these episodes, even up to episode 6, this weekend. If you didn't see my review for episode 6, I have it in the channel right now. You guys can watch it after you're done watching this one. I'll have it in the end screen videos as a square. It'll be a square here, so you guys can go ahead and click that in order to watch it. So, description for The Wrong Side of Where You Are Now. So, cryptic title, The Wrong Side of Where You Are Now. So, I'm thinking somebody on the other side, like maybe Mel being captured and, being in the hands of the stadium. We can see something like that in the promo, and then there's a part where he kind of brings the knife up to Naomi's throat. I think it's him anyway. It looks like him based on the hair and the attire, but hard to say 100% here. The description for the episode reads, Madison's decision to help an adversary has unintended consequences. Meanwhile, John Dorie's life hangs in the balance. So, of course, we know the second part of that. John has been shot by Alicia, which again is like, what the hell? It's opposite of what you would expect to see. John being an awesome character. Of course, he's kind of in love with Laura, or he's in love with Naomi, and he doesn't know all these characters. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know about Vultures and whatever. I mean, he's just a simple kind of guy where he's just looking to survive on his own, kind of, a chilling kind of guy, helping people out, being a good guy. And, he obviously cares about her because they spent some time together and everything. And she did not expect to see him there at the end of episode 6. So that was pretty surprising for her. And so now I'm excited to see, I think John will survive. If I'm doing predictions here, and that's what this video is, I know he's been shot by Alicia, and she has a pretty heavy-duty gun there. What has it got, like a grenade launcher on it or something? It's heavy-duty. But I think he'll survive. I don't see them killing John off right now. I would be really upset if John actually did die. So I think he'll be okay. And again, I go into this totally knowing this is Fear the Walking Dead, and anything can happen, so I can be totally wrong. Maybe they will kill him. I don't know. But I think he'll make it. I think he'll survive. Then we have Madison's decision to help an adversary has unintended consequences. So will she try to help Mel? Will she be too nice to the Vultures if they come back? What will happen here? Will we find out how Naomi switched sides? Was Naomi with the Vultures the whole time? So a lot of questions here. But from what we've seen so far, and again, we'll do individual Q&A videos for this week, and certainly you guys keep leaving your comments below because there's lots of things to just discuss this week for Fear with the whole revelation and everything. So, when she's talking to Madison in the sneak peek, it says something close to real life. So basically, Naomi's trying to talk Madison into leaving, even though she's the one who showed them where to get the food so they could kind of go back. So I tend to think that she is not with the Vultures right now, but I tend to think she joins them at some point. Like she gets frustrated with Madison, or she's just telling Madison, like, this is not going to work. You need to be stronger than this. You guys are not going to make it. You're not going to be able to survive. You can't be the nice guy anymore and expect to live, right? The Shane quote from the early Walking Dead seasons. So you've got Naomi and Madison talking about leaving. Naomi's like telling her, like, we got to leave, we got to leave. Madison's like, no, whatever comes at us, we'll handle it. I built this place for my kids. Tells her about the car that she had Alicia kind of set up there, but that, her kids told her, Alicia's face told her that she does not want to leave. And I love the line where she says to Naomi that she built the place for her kids so Nick and Alicia could have something close to a real life. And I like that line a lot, especially considering, all the seasons we've spent with the Fear surviving characters. And, I think that's a really important line, especially if it turns out Madison's not alive anymore when we kind of get to this mid-season finale. If we haven't seen her by the mid-season finale, I tend to think she's probably dead. So I hope they didn't kill Madison off, but again, I don't know. I'm still enjoying the show anyway, even though they killed off Nick, which I never really wanted to do or thought they ever would do. They did it, and the show has been awesome even still, right? Even which is crazy, but that's what's happening. So we've got in the promo the fight between our stadium survivors, our Fear group. Maybe just call them our Fear group, and the Vultures. So shooting back and forth. It looks like Al may have brought down the big guns there to maybe get the Vultures to screw off. They're in that SWAT heavily armored vehicle, so the Vultures are not going to be able to likely penetrate that with their bullets and what have you. And Al's got the heavy gun power there, so enough for them to probably break off and make a split here. Somehow Morgan is just like, and John are just thrown in the mix here of everything that's happening. You have Morgan with Charlie, and then Charlie's like, why did you save me? And then Morgan's trying to basically explain to her, or he seems to be in the middle here, he's trying to explain to everybody that this is not the answer. Like all-on warfare here and back and forth fighting like this is not the answer, and anything can be better. Probably after the lessons that he learned from All Out War, that this is not the right way to go, and killing everybody or getting into these huge war-type situations, you end up losing too many people on both sides. So whatever you got to do, even if you got to, somehow get in between, put their differences aside, then, everyone's got a better chance of living and surviving. But he is really caught in the middle here. And looks like he's kind of with, I don't know, you've Charlie there. You've got, maybe he's kind of captured her. Oh man, it's just... the whole thing's such a mess in terms of the groups and whose allegiances are where and what's going on where. But it kind of in a good way, because it's like you don't know and you got to watch to find out. So it's not so concrete. The original Walking Dead, it's pretty clear. Negan is over here, Rick's over there, and these two groups are at war, and that's the whole thing's going down. Fear, and what we're seeing here now, is kind of like, I don't know. It's crazy, right? It's all over the place. So. But, like I said, in a good way, I'm enjoying the hell out of it, so I'm not complaining. So we've got Strand saying to Madison, you can't go out there, or Madison, you don't go out there, you can't go out there, and then you've got Strand saying, sound the alarm. You've got some light, so it looks like the Vultures are, in fact, attacking, or something's going on here, and no one's gone till they're gone, and it looks like we're getting to see, finally, kind of how the stadium fell, how this whole thing went down, and Naomi kind of running, and an ambulance being blown up. So, man, it just... it's so exciting. It's such a different season for Fear right now. Unlike anything we've seen before, it's not like the first 3 seasons of Fear. It's not like The Walking Dead, even though you have Morgan in it and some of the episodes at the beginning there. The first episode felt like a Walking Dead episode with Rick and the others crossing into it. But even still, it feels like a totally new kind of creation with the kind of amalgamation of Morgan coming in, Madison not sure, still in there in the flashback at least, the new characters in the group there, afterwards, Nick being killed off, John being shot, Naomi not sure where she's at, and the Vultures, Mel being, a pretty good bad guy so far. And man, so that's it for my video predictions. I think we're going to see the stadium fall this week coming up. Very excited to see the Vultures attack, how this whole thing will go down. And then just questions about the mid-season finale and what we'll see with that, how Charlie and Morgan are going to fit into this, and what the hell's going to happen. Awesome stuff, man. Awesome half season so far of Fear. Certainly not disappointed with this at all. It's actually turned out better than I thought it would, and better than you certainly would think of it, considering the character deaths they've done. Wow, a very, very impressed by Fear. It's kind of unbelievable how good this half has turned out. So even already, and we still got 2 episodes left. Let me know what you guys think will happen. Write your predictions below. What do you think is going on with Naomi? Do you think Madison's still alive? How do you think the stadium will fall? Just all that stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments. And if you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. And you can subscribe bottom left. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev. And I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.